Tim, let me begin with you and what you've said about what we're seeing on the intelligence side of this war. What is happening on the intelligence side, and how does it compare to what we've seen in the past?
The United States, through the CIA and State Department, launched a devastating attack on Vladimir Putin back on February 17th. Tony Blinken, the Secretary of State, exposed the Russian plan to create disinformation operations, phony attacks, staged videos of atrocities committed by the Ukrainians against Russians. And this had three devastating effects on the Kremlin. One, it neutralized Putin's plans for war. Two, it created a great crisis in Putin's military and intelligence and security services. They all looked around and said, "Who's the mole? Who told the Russians? Who told the Americans about our plan?" And Putin has put the head of a major intelligence branch of the security services, the man who was responsible for intelligence on Ukraine, under house arrest. The third and most important was that by calling out Putin's plans for war, the world understands now that Putin owns this war. He owns the blood in the streets of Ukraine, and he owns the body bags of Russians coming home to their mothers. It's his war, not Ukraine's.
Edward Frischman, there were new sanctions today issued against banks. Those of us who don't follow this with your eye for detail didn't know that there were any banks left to sanction at this point, or any new sanctions to add to banks. What did those sanctions add today?
Lawrence, today the Biden administration imposed full blocking sanctions on Russia's largest bank, Sberbank, which actually accounts for a third of Russia's entire banking sector. To put this in context, a half of Russians get their wages through Sberbank. Many Russians who have mortgages get their mortgages through Sberbank. So this is a significant action. And I think the Biden administration deserves credit for really ratcheting up the pressure today in a way that really hasn't been done in about a month. At the same time, Lawrence, we still haven't seen the aggressive sanctions on Russia's oil and gas exports that we've all been waiting for. And still, even with today's sanctions, you can expect Putin to be making about $1 billion every single day selling oil and gas around the world. And I think as long as he can make that money selling oil and gas around the world, he's going to be able to continue funding this war in Ukraine without any difficulty.
Tim Weiner, the sanctions on Vladimir Putin's daughters sound like a combined intelligence operation and sanctions operation.
What the United States is doing right now is something it hasn't done in the 21st century. It's doing political warfare. Political warfare is using all the means that a nation has: intelligence, diplomacy, economic sanctions, to wage war without weapons. The full spectrum of American power is going to be waged against Russia for many months and years to come. What this is going to do is not only disrupt Putin's war plans, but make him understand that his plans for projecting power beyond the borders of Russia are doomed. The crisis here and the crucial aspect of this intelligence war is how to get the truth about this war to the Russian people. If the Russian people can understand what is actually going on in Ukraine, they will one day rebel. They will rise up and say, "Down with Big Brother." And so the crucial aspect of the intelligence war right now is how to get the truth, how to get facts, how to pierce Putin's Iron Curtain and to tell the Russian people what's going on.